Alright, it's time again for some C-sharp coding. So what we found out off stream is a way to destroy children. That sounds very bad, but we have this editor script here, and if we click it, we create the areas that I defined in the tiles area script over there. So the designer can use this asset and put in the tiles of their dungeon or whatever. And then they can click here, create the areas, and then whoop, create areas are getting created. Good. The way they defined it there is going to be 3 tiles wide, and then it goes upwards. So the first thing on the 0, 0, which is right there above the tile that we were doing here for a moment, this default size, is going to be the 1, 1. It's going to be down there. And then the second one, look at the tiles area, is going to be the 2 by 2 and so on and so forth. But what if they don't want this? Then they're going to click delete. And this is very nice. You click the button and everything gets deleted in the editor. It's very cool. And this is what has been created here apparently. So what we could do there is something a little bit better. Let's say we keep it at 3 for a 3 by 3, but we're only going to do 9 tiles, and we're going to go back to our cross shape in the end, but we're going to do very different tiles there. Let's try and define these tiles. This all was nice for testing, but we're going to do something else. And this is all just for the convenience of having this happen. Let's turn this off. And we could start out with a 3 by 3 and a raised 2 by 2 in the middle. Oh yeah, good. So the rest can be 3 by 3 for now, just to see something. Or we could do something like this and see what shape this will give, because we cannot imagine. And this does not work, what? Because it's disabled. No. How did that not get created? Huh? 1, 2, 3. Tiles area? That's a bit weird. Let's get rid of that. We wanted to keep working, not debug the things that don't work. Let's hit play, see what happens. Good. It's gonna. For the first time in a while. Let's sit back, relax. Alright. Good. So the infinite open world looks like that. And the main camera has the stuff under it now. That's not supposed to be at all. The main camera has the starting stuff. Oh dear. And there's our character controller. Floating in space. Thought we could jump up somehow. We might be able to. Are we falling down? Ah, man, this was weird. Let's fix this all. Good, we do a 15 by 15, so we don't have to calculate too much. Tiles area, also we're gonna check out if we're using this.
Supreme
Again. Good to see you, Fat Cat. This is me seeing you soon. I slept as well, Fat Cat. I think we're on the same rhythm there. Good. Tiles area. Populated saturated bottom left. So how come this does not work now? Good. Let's press play. I'm doing fine. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing great as well. Good. Oh, maybe because no? Everything works alright currently. Good. So this is the map getting created. And we want to switch this up a little bit. You good? Good to hear. So the plan is to get a RimWorld style overworld that you can work with. Let's look at the different camera settings here. And then you can walk over the planet. And what you also could do... where's my shader? Increase the curve. So then you have a RimWorld style planet and that you can populate. Let's walk here. Populate with tiles. And then we're going to make it so that the character can press a button. Maybe not any of these buttons for jumping or for zooming out or for having a different view. But instead a settle button, and then whoop is going to switch over to a flat map. And switch the scene view. And then we're going to have tiles that are a little bit more defined with trees and mountains. That is the plan. So the overworld, only maybe a symbolic thingy. And the map there. And just as an example, so we're going to do example tiles now. But what is disconcerting is that our editor script is somehow broken. That's not cool. Also, what's not cool is that we hit play and the tiles area is getting created here under the main camera. That's also not good. We have to look into the code. We did some changes there because we wanted the tiles area to be created under the tiles area and not under the main camera. Good. Where did it get created now? Nowhere, because we're not putting it into this list. That makes a ton of sense. That's actually cool. Good. Maybe that's why it's not getting created here as well. So let's make that happen. Tiles area, infinite open world. So the tiles area has the menu items, as you can see here, menu item. And then it calls the infinite world script. And then the infinite world script goes back into the tiles area and calls those. Why we cannot do it directly? No idea, but this is the only way it works right now. We have the UNO and the DOS. And this is just crazy. Because it doesn't matter what you call this. It's brutal. I don't understand this at all. I just know how to use it. Good. So this is going to create, what's it called? Designed areas from menu. And the other one is going to clear all tiles from menu. Do we have two? Yeah, we have a delete. Good, and here's the new code we were talking earlier about. And that is here the destroy immediate. And it's not getting called by iterating through a list that the Unity has to create there using the for each loop. Nope, it's gonna be just a while. And while they're children, they're gonna get wrecked. wrecked. What we don't know is if the children below the children also will get wrecked. But they do. We have this, so we do know this. So this is good. We're going to use this code many times because it's so much better than looping through a game object. It is really great. It is very efficient. And the proof is that it works under the editor so well. The for each loop is just broken in the editor. I cannot recommend using it. Good. What is this? Create designed areas from menu is currently not working correctly. Create the tile, transform game object. Good. So this gets not called in the tiles area. Weird. This gets called, if it gets called at all. We're creating these tiles under the main camera. That's crazy. How do we fix this? Can we give it something? Tiles area. Define where the map you want. What if we would be doing something else? Just want to see if this works now. Public. Game object. And we're writing code here. And we're gonna call it parent. This is going to be the area parent. Good for the moment. Copy. Going to see if that makes a difference or not. Alright. Now we should have a public field here with the area parent. There it appeared. It's just going to be the same object. It's weird that it doesn't look like that create areas. It's not creating the areas. Why? Should we reload the project? Is that the thing? Project is already open. I don't think that is the... We don't get an error message either. It's not in here, is it? List is empty. What if we pop it in? Infinite area create. There we go. We have our old result. So that is very nice. And it's getting created under the correct thing as well. And if we say delete, it's going to get deleted immediately, which is great. But why do we need this here? That is terrible. Let's try the old solution. And we're going to wonder why that doesn't work, why it puts it under the camera, or it's going to put it under the camera when we hit play instead. Yeah, let's do it. We hit play. And where we're going to appear under the camera for some reason. And then whoops. It's going to put it somewhere else. Meanwhile, the character is falling down. And the thingies are somewhere completely else. Capsule, main camera, yeah. Oh, this will just keep falling. It should not be under the camera. Fat cat sleepy time again. Boom, boom, boom. I wish. I wish. I don't wish. I want to solve this problem here. Let's not worry about this guy. So what are we calling here then? Create areas. And this is created in real time. And it says transform game object. And that is already the problem. Good, you should not. You should instead... in A, what is A? That is the tile's area. Let's see if this works, or if we have to say transform game, probably have to say transform game object. Area transform game object. Good. And why are you showing me here only 3? Oh, because it shows every time the row starts. So 3 rows are going. You got 3 debugs. Tiles area, infinite open, do. And why are you looking wonky? Oh, because that's what we defined. On the other hand, why are you starting there? Oh, because you're starting it is exactly as we defined. Because if we say -1, we're going to have something else. And that is going to be a, in the middle, a line where the character is going to appear. Whoosh. So we're appearing on the line in the middle, just like we promised here. But everything is not looking very distinctive. We're going to change this. We're going to have the example tiles be really cool. Not like this. They're cool enough, but you can barely see, and you still cannot sprint. Let's put that in real quick. Character controller. Display controller. A mouse and pen speed, move speed, and pan speed, and sprint speed. Sprint speed is going to be a +10. Let's do it a +7, so we're at 10. And mouse sensitivity is 4. Also, if we have the ISO view and move the camera, using our mouse wheel, where is this? Camera input get axis raw horizontal. This is left right, but what is zoom in, zoom out? Gonna have this real quick here. Look around, zoom in or out. Here it is. Translate, camera main, input get axis, mouse scroll. There we are. Times, if the ISO view is on, times, let's do the sprint speed. Why not? Because that wasn't enough. Best viewers on Streamaboo. Let's not. Terrible. Horrible. We hate this, the spam bot. And that is just Twitch's way of telling you have to install some bot. I don't know why they're pushing this. It is a defensive measure that the streamer has to take, and Twitch doesn't want to do it. But that's why they're taking half of the money, right? Anyways, they're not taking any money from me because the only person subscribing is usually the fat cat. So I can encourage all the people to subscribe to this channel for free. Just use your Prime sub. If you give Jeff Bezos a lot of money every month, might as well give us a little bit of money as well. And you don't lose anything. Just go to your Twitch and go to your Amazon and link-a-doo those 2 accounts. You can do it at the Twitch there. And then you get a free sub and you use it on me or your other streamer of choice. And that is how the streamers get paid, which I currently do not. Good, so we can scroll here a little bit faster now. That's what we did. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the sprint. Input get key down. When we're running, run. Pen speed up data time. If ISO view, this is over here. Can we do this a little bit different? This is times sprint if the button is held down. Oh dear. Move speed. Good. So we hold the button down and the move speed gets increased by the sprint speed. We release the button and the move speed gets reduced by the sprint speed. Easy peasy. Get key up and get key down. We're gonna do something similar we did here. Right. Good. We have 2 sprint possibilities, and that is the caps lock and the numpad 8. Good. We don't know if that is actually how Unity reads those keys, so we will have to look it up. Unity caps lock key legacy input. How do you say if on current lock state, Unity edge lock state, caps, or even just the indicator event caps lock? If event caps lock, that's different. Just want the key code. Key code. Oh, this looks like all the codes. Caps. Find. Next one, next one, next one. Caps lock, there it is. Caps lock. Oh, that makes sense. Caps lock. And then we're going to look for the number pad. Find next. What is this? F3? Yep. Numeric. Keypad 8. Easy peasy. That's what we wanted to say. Keypad 8. Good. If we get those keys. Wait a minute. If they're held down, we do math. That's not good. That's bad. Wait. It is only once, isn't it? It is only once. Get key is only once. Get key down would be all the time. So only once is what we're looking for. Copy. Move speed. Plus equals sprint speed. And that's how easy coding can be. Right. If input get key up. And we can do this down a little bit. And we can do this up a little bit because they fit together. Get key up. Dum, ba, bim. Now the player could cheat by pressing both simultaneously. And they would have super speed. But that does not matter at all. Where is my Unity here? Let's see if this actually works or not. It doesn't throw an error. So that is very proficient of the coder here. Very well done. Let's maximize. Whoosh. Oh no. Input key caps lock is unknown. Whoops. Whoops-de-doo. Caps lock unknown. What? Caps lock unknown. Caps lock key. Ah! It throws an error because we hacked our keyboard. That is interesting. So we have to wrap this all in a try. Things. Try. How does this work? We don't know. Good. For now, we're going to do the F key. Good. And then we go back into the Unity just to make sure. Just to make sure it's not Unity's fault or the coder's fault. It is the Windows user's fault. Because they hacked their own keyboard. so that the caps lock is no longer doing a caps lock because they don't use the caps lock. Good. What's the issue here? No, it is a non-issue. Maximize. Again, keypad 8 is unknown. Huh? What? Input key name keypad 8 is unknown. Internal input unsafe utility get key. Oh, that is just unfortunate. They don't like our keys at all. They don't like our keys. Let's do F then, which is terrible. F for sprint. I suppose it's the same as caps lock. Practically. Good, let's try for the third time. It's a legacy input system that the Unity does not like. But we don't want to import packages or anything. This is an asset that has the purpose that the player is... Oi, oi, oi. Where we go? Where we go? Where is everything? At least this is working nicely. We just meant to sprint a little bit. This is just for the designer to have a testing thingy going on. Don't understand what happened now. Oh, this rushes downwards. This immediately falls to the map like crazy. Huh? I just wanted to go a little bit faster. Let's jump and see what that does. Good, we jump up, we fly. Good. I don't know why my graphics card is whirring like no tomorrow. This is no big deal. Oh yeah, it shoots forward like crazy. What the hell? Probably get key space. Get key down is the thing we're looking for. Oops. So only when we're down once. I think we do have this. What about the Y? Get key down. Yeah, we have this. Get key V. This is just for jumping. If we keep pressing it, yeah, it's the other way around. Get key down is once, and get key is all the time. You keep pressing it, then the collider height changes here until a certain point. And if we release it, then we jump, and the collider goes big again. Good. So now this should work. Let's go maximize. Zoom a little bit out so we see something. And now we can run a little bit faster if we want to. Wow, that took us quite a while. Funny thing is, if we look up and run, we jump over these things. And if we look down, we bounce against them. Boing. Whee! This is fun already. It's a fun game already. Did not even do too much. Good. Also, it's infinite, of course. Pew, pew, pew. Oh no, we fell down the hole, but luckily we can jump. Using spacebar or the E key, like it says there. But in caps lock and numpad 8. Why is this legacy not working anymore? We have to ask the Unity developers probably. Because we did use the right thing, didn't we? Caps lock key, key code, caps lock. Get key. Let's look at get key instead. Unity. Get key caps lock RP. Key code. Get key down. Where's your list? Huh? It is the same. If use physical keys is enabled and in these use physical keys is disabled, you can use keys to keep input manager settings, which we don't have installed. Input get key down. You can use key to check any key using input get key down and input get key up a runtime for gameplay. Yeah? Can we? Can we though? Because it does not work. Uses check refer to input keep it on GUI. Key code. Let's try it with a key code instead. Get key. Oh man, we already forgot what it says here. Get key and then in parentheses the key code. Get key down. Key code caps lock. Let's see if that works. It might. Who knows? Let's try. Does it say key code there? Yep. Good, we saved it. Let's compile. Boom, 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 boom. Man, that AMD CPU is fantastic. Good. Just fishing for a sponsor here with my one viewer. Good, it's coming. It's coming. Let's maximize. And will we throw an arrow? We will not throw an arrow, but we will also not work. But that's probably fine, because like we said earlier, the user here, they hacked their own keyboard. So what we're going to do is, or just in case the user hacked their own keyboard, input key up for the other thingy there, and then, oh, what the hell, so many errors. Key code keypad 8. That's how it works. Isn't it? Isn't it wonderful? Maybe. Good. Key code. Input get key down. Input get key up. Get key down. Get key up. Let's see if we made a mistake or not. So now when we press the keypad, the number pad 8, we should be sprinting. Let's maximize. Player character is in. Can we go a little bit up and further like this? And we press the keypad 8 and we're sprinting. What you cannot see is we have the caps lock remapped using a third-party application, and that's why we can sprint here using the caps lock key. Good. Beautiful. So that is working nicely over there. Good. We have this all done. And we can have the mesh renderer on. And to derp around with this all as well is really big, and it shouldn't be that big. And if we have more controls, oops, With more controls, we can put them there. But for now, this is great. Play maximized. Also, since we can set this up, we say creation tile speed. Let's create like 10 tiles. 10 tiles a frame we create. Should be created in 2 frames. This is 15. Boop. Wonderful. That's a bit faster. And here we go! We fell through. And we glitched up again. Because if we go this fast, and we reduce the collider size and we look down, it's very easy to glitch through the dungeon. Or did we fall through that hole? Doesn't matter. It's quite cool. Oh yeah. And that is the thing. Where we're looking is where we're running in this character controller. It's very easy to fall through the floor. So if we look down and go backwards, we jump a little bit upwards. Wonder if we should not have this. And the first person, third person view Q is also not defined, which is kind of bad. Run, little guy. But this is very nice that this works like that. Yeah, the glitching through the floor is too much all the time. We probably have to rectify. Good, but what is next? We can rectify this later. Or if we see it right there. Transform position. Plus. Camera main transform, right? Horizontal, vertical. Move speed. So the horizontal is just left, right, no problem. But this here could be the character, actually. What if we were to say transform? Would we not immediately rectify the problem that we're falling through the floor? Because this is running across the surface, not derping around like that. We can sprint backwards, which is crazy pants. Ooh, what is happening? And sprint forwards. Pretty cool. Pretty amazing already. Already way more satisfying than playing the Rim World. But yeah. That is just the nature of the Rim World. Good. So what we're gonna do. We meant to get example thingies going. So let's put a default tile here. And set the prefab to unpack completely. And make this a bit different. Good. Also, we're going to change the dev tile script. Assets. Scripts. New script. Create C# script. A mono behavior script. We're going to call it example tile. Right. Example tile is cool. Good, let's open it up and look at the dev tile that was it before. We're just destroying here the child objects. Good. And we're doing it for each child in the transform. Like we said, we don't want to do this anymore, but in this case, we will. And it's a miracle that this is working, but it is working. Good. example tile. Example tile object we could do. And the default tile should be renamed to maze tile. Good, because this is all the maze style stuff and it's working well enough. And we could make the walls a little bit bigger. Child position vector object, local state vector up times 2 is a bit better. This is maze tile. Let's get rid of this. Compile. Rename into maze tile. Good. Hold on. We're recompiling again. Then the example tile is going to be very different. Let's get rid of all this and rename this to example should we start with mountain already? I think we could. Example overworld. Or we do overworld plains. We start with plains. Good. Example overworld plains. And it is 3 by 3. Good. Let's make it 5 by 5. Just because. Wait a minute. No. 3 by 3 is fine. Let's keep the theme. It's alright. Overworld is 3 by 3. Also, it's a bit broken there. Let's do it completely. Also gonna have it a bit thicker. Less falling through the floor like that. Then this is maze tile script. It should not have it. Good, but if we create a tile, it's going to get this other script. The tile feature script is going to get on them, right? That's fair. What we should also do is pack all the other code that gives it a material, put it somewhere else. Like here, the create tile. Somebody outside is producing a lot of noise pollution. I cannot enjoy my music. I have to get some headphones. Hold on. Alright, oh, this is terrible. Good. Bad weather. Right, where were we? We want to take the... Oh, I can barely... Maybe like this. Let's take the create tile and look for the material. Get component measure and material, test material. For each transform child in the tile transform, it's gonna slap that on. Why? That is not the responsibility of the designer or the script that the designer uses. So let's see what all pertains to this. Tile features. Transform position. It is literally just these three code lines of code. Does it get a material? Changing material is test material. Target composition. Huh? Is there more test material? Oh, whoops. That's not good. This is used for all default prefabs if left undefined. Material equal test material. Did we just slap it in there in the infinite open world? We don't see it. Test material, there it is. Oh, this is terrible. The designer should not have to look at this. I guess we put it in the codes here. Example tile, maze tile. Can put it in the maze tile, we can put it in the example tile. No problem. Good. It's not going to be test material either. Let's go to the example tile first. And we're going to say... Oh yeah, this could be in the start. For each chance we get your material, test material. Let's put it there. Infinite open world. Good, let's put it in the example tile instead. And in the maze tile as well. Good. Example tile. Bam, boom. Alright. Good, maze tile. We want this test material. Good. And then when we start... For each transform, also the tile gets the test material. Why is this so wonky? Why can we not also... What the heck is this? That looks ugly, let's make it look neat. Good, tile, this is a code block here. Very readable. Update, does not need to be called just yet. Test material. Test tile get component measurement material. Test material. Test material. Alright. This is used for above default prefabs. Oh, it's also used for the character. Whoops. That's not cool. Because we don't know where to grab this from. With a character. Find. Character. Spawn character. There we go with the mesh renderer. Transform position. Create test character material equal test material. Yeah, that's not cool. Let's put it in the test player controller. Good. Material property block. Good. And that's also what we're going to do there. Whoop. Whoop. Test player controller. Where's the start? Over here. Dum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum. Material is test material. Let's get it. Also, what is this? And it shouldn't be test material. Oh. We can refract this later. Display controller. Start. Oops. Example tile is good now. Maze tile is fantastic now. Tile features example tile, character controller. Put it in there. Test material, find. Find all or replace. In all open documents, I was going to say test material is going to say example material. Replace all. Good. And Control Shift S. And what's the problem? The name mat does not exist. 255. Mesh render materials and property block. Create test material. I thought we had this. I thought we did this. Test player controller. Why do we have to do it again? Example material equal mat. I guess. Good, this is going to be the transform. Get component. So what else? Name tile does not exist in the 10th line. Get component. Ah, that's fair. Transform get component. Transform child and transform. Good, and the same is probably happening here. Nope. That's fine. Alright. Let's see if everything works as expected. Where are our prefabs? Good. We have a maze tile. But we don't have a material. Let's give it one. Can we just click this? Standard plus curved. I think we could. Prefabs. Good. Dev tile size 1 by 1. And we have to rename this default tile size. This is a maze tile. Maze tile size 3 by 3. Good. And this is a maze tile size 1 by 1. And the material is a standard plus curved. Lowered tile size. Yeah. Maze lowered tile. Size 1 by 1. Where is your thingy here? Whoop. The cube. Going to give you a material as well. Oops. Wait, what? Box collider? Here. Element 1, why? Standard plus curved. Good. Why do we have the cube there? Not in the prefabs. Assets cube for some reason, huh? What? Prefabs? There's a cube. Standard plus curved. Maze lowered. The standard plus curved. Dub. Standard plus curved. I thought we just did this. Weird. I thought we just did this. Maybe because we renamed. Maze raised tile size 2x2 exact. Give us the material. Oh no, we put it in the we put it in the script, of course. We did not even want to do this, actually. Not to yep. Because the designer might delete the standard plus curved, and then they're gonna have a missing here, and that's not good. Example material there, they can have the missing, no problem. Can they? Actually, not very much. Yeah, I don't think we want this. Good. Also, we got a light shining here into the monitor. It's terrible. But it's nice that the sun is shining still, right? Standard plus curved material mesh renderer. None. Other standard default material. Default. What we also want to do is the standard plus curved. We'll give it the possibility to be see-through as well. Default. Cube. Can be the standard plus curved. Just to show this off. Then where's the script? Maze tile, standard plus curved. Maze tile, standard plus curved. Maze tile, standard plus curved. Standard plus curved, and you don't have a script. Good. Now, example overworld planes. You guessed it. Standard plus curved. And how we're gonna look at this. What we're gonna do. So this is the example overworld planes. How we're gonna make the planes. Bum bum beam bum beam. We're going to add a cube in. Create a 3D object cube. And it's gonna be part of this. And it's going to look very much like its parent, which is nice. Scale it down here. Scale it down there. Put it a bit downwards here. Rotation. We could... This is going to look samey every time. So let's look at the numbers. And then move it about like so. Also the upwards as well. So these are the numbers we want to randomize somewhat. Good. What is the scripts we have here? We have example tile. We have the maze tile, which we're going to forget about for a moment. And the example tile just rips out the stuff. Oh no, it does not. The maze tile rips out the thingies. We actually like the idea. But let's do something else. We're going to write another script. And that is component. We should not call it a component. But a part of the tile, of the example tile. Scripts. Tiles area, mesa. Example tile. Test player controller. Create folder test and examples. Good. Test player controller. Are you going to compile this every time now? Maze style. Yep, they're going to compile it every time now. Example. Good. Infinite open world. So the tiles area should be renamed as well. Which is rough. Then we have to rename it everywhere we're using it, and we're using it everywhere. I guess it is what it is. Tiles area. Is it going to throw an error immediately? Could be. No? Surprising. Do I want to keep the file? No, don't keep it. No, don't keep it. No, don't keep it. Oh, but this is... Oh, in the opened tiles area. Good. Replace. Tiles area. All in all opened. Good. Tile features, tiles area, infinite open world. This is good. What about this example tile? Maze tile. Test player controller. Tiles area. Good, it did not have any of that. That is good news. Let's put this in the front. Maze tile exemplar curve world. Let's do a new C# script. It's going to be a mono behavior again, and it's not going to be component. Example tile object. Tile object. Why not? Example tile object. Good. We're gonna slap this on these things. So what do we want in our example tile object? We want a public arranged range 110 chance destroy. Could be a percentage chance, because some people cannot count. Talking about myself here, let's keep it simple. Chance destroy. Good. Does this already work? Nope. Error. Invalid token. Member declaration. What? How do we use this range? Range, public, int. Oh, we did not give it a type is going to be an int. How about that? Good. And this is a cube. And we're going to slap this on. Chance destroy. 100% chance is going to be gone. Let's script it. Start. Example tile, maze tile. If random range 1 to 100. If random range smaller than the chance to destroy. We don't know if the math is correct here, but this is good enough. Good, then we're going to destroy the child object. Then we're going to give it a boolean. This is really... yeah, this is good. Random position on tile. Good, random position on tile. And then we're going to give it a overall size. Random size. That's going to be an int. Public int. Also, this is going to be a public boolean, of course. Public int random size, but there is the question. Size multi. Good, we're going to give it a range again. And it's going to be 1 and 10, why not? Good. Public random size multiplier. That's just the overall thingy. Then we're going to give it an up and down. How much up and down? This is going to be a float. Range from 0 to 3. Public float random random raise up, random raise up, I don't know. Good, public float random raise up. And what else do we want to do with this? Random size multiplier. Why is this smaller? Oh, because of, yeah. Random size multiplier. If it's times 0, it's going to be gone, right? If we say smaller. Random bigger, random smaller. How about that? Range. Smaller should be between 0 and 1. 0, 1. Public float. Random smaller. Equal. The default there would be 1. Good, raise up. The default there would be 0. Well, it's going to be 0 by default there. And the random size multiplier is also 1. Good. Random smaller, and then Random bigger would be between 1 and, I don't know, 10 times or 5 times bigger. Doesn't need a default, the default is going to be 1 again. Random bigger. Good. Then we're going to destroy this. Right, else. Chance to destroy. Chance destroy could also be if this, and of course destroy is on. Public bool, random position. On tile, yes or no? Public bool. Destroy on chance. Good. And destroy on chance, destroy it. Good. Now it's gonna roll every time, but that's fine. We have that computing power for the few tiles that are getting created in this example. This is not something that fires in the update a million times. Good. Elsewise, we're going through the motions, of course. But even though we do not like it, if destroy chance, then roll. Otherwise, just don't. How about that? Good. If destroy chance, we roll. Oops, what did we do? Copy. If destroy chance, we roll. And then we destroy the thing. Good. If destroy chance, zoot, and then zoot, boom. Right. Otherwise, we're going to move it. Probably don't need an update here unless we want to lerp a cloud or something. Which could be the case. Range, random size multiplier. Good. What do we start with? Phew. Of course, the random size multiplier. Random position on tile we never figured out. Else, if random position on tile, you're going to move at the tile size. What is the tile size? Let's go over here. What? What? Example tile objects 13. This was just gonna complain again. Oh yeah. Good, so this is the up and down and this is the random position. -1/2. And this is the local position. This is always going to be Scale 1, isn't it? We don't actually know. But we do want to make it easier ourselves. That much is clear. So transform local position. How does this work again? Unity transform local position. Yeah. This is easy. Transform local position. Copy. So if random position on tile, transform local position equals plus equals a new vector. Oh, and we can do this. That's fine. Random range. Is this a new int? Or can we just say random range? Because this is a float there. Good. Random range between what did we just do? It's between 0 and 0.5f. Good, and we're probably gonna need another mother, do we? Probably not. Hey, don't mess me up here. Random range. Bam. Copy. Copy. What about the up? Random raise up. Good. Random range between random raise up float. Alright, so what's the problem now? 18. A local parameter named RR cannot be declared because the name is an inclusive to define local parameter. 18. You don't like the int RR because it's already there. That makes a ton of sense, and we have to apologize. Good. What about this then? The name child does not exist. Whoops. That's not good. Destroy child game object. Good. Destroy the game object then. Alright. Good. So we're going to move this around like crazy. If it's in a random position, then destroy on chance. Random rotation. Going to give it a random rotation as well, just to make it even more complicated. If random rotation, copy. How do we do this? Unity random Euler angles. Transform Euler angles. Vector 3. No. Unity transform random rotation. Random rotation, that is easy. Random rotation, randomize is as easy as it gets. Good. Transform rotation equals random rotation. Doesn't get more easy. Will it compile? It would. Except there is an issue. Because the rotation we're looking for is only on the Y. Whoops. Dot Y. That will not work. That will not work. Cannot improve row to quaternion. Random rotation on just one axis. You need random rotation on a single axis. Good. I tried random rotation. Then before using a component, or you can use a random range in quaternion Euler, or you could use random range in conjunction with the angle axis. Nope, we're gonna do none of this. Going to do transform rotation. Maybe we will not do random rotation. Wait a minute. Is there a rigid body here? Box collider. Sample tile object. Is there no rigid body? Going to give it a random position on the tile. Destroy on chance. Random rotation. Chance to destroy. Small. Random size multiplier. This is just the complete size. Random raise up. Between 0 and 3. Random smaller. Absolutely. Can be even very small. Random bigger. No, it's gonna stay the same size. But this does not get a rigid body and we cannot lock the axis. There is a collider, but there's no rigid body. We can add one. Oh, this is too dumb. Tell you what. Transform rotation plus equals, because rotation takes a vector, right? Unity transform rotation. Quaternion. Oof. Rotates a rotation from towards 2. Quaternion identity. The identity rotation read only. Euler angles. Is a vector 3. So we could do quaternion Euler angles. Rotation equals. Can we do a plus equal? Quaternion, that could be nice. Quaternion. And then Euler angles. And then we give it a vector 3. Vector 3 right times random range between 0 and 360. I don't know if this is smart or if this even works. Probably not. What is the error? Warning! Quaternion is obsolete. Use quaternion Euler instead. Depreciated. Plus cannot. Then times. Good. Dum, dum, dum. And this should rotate it around the y-axis like no tomorrow. Here. Good. Also transform reset. And now it's just in there. But the size, random size multiplier is fine. Random smaller can be super small. Can be the same size. Planes. Good, what do we have? Chance destroy, we have random position on tile, we have destroy on chance, we have random rotation, we have random size multiplier, which is currently not using. Raise up, we have random smaller, we must do random bigger, we don't have, so we're gonna do later. Random smaller, so local size. Transform local size times equal random smaller equals I don't know. See if it complains or not. It does. Transform doesn't have local size. Huh? Transform doesn't contain a condition for... doesn't contain... Transform local size unity... Oh, local scale. Sorry about this. Of course. There is a definition that might work. Alright, let's see real quick if this works or not. Tiles area, let's not. Run this. Good. Does not really look like it works. Looks like nothing works now. That cube, that thing. Play unfocused. Good. Let's look at the cube. Also, why did we fall through? Where the heck is the cube? Here. Oh, it got destroyed. That's fair, so it does work. But why the heck does nothing have a... Oh, what we could simply do is raise this up a little bit. Good. Whoosh. That's fair enough. Where is it though? It's on top of the thing that we created. And for some reason... Man, this is so cool. Even when it's not working, it's so cool. For some reason we don't have a mesh renderer. Good. Or bad, rather. Assets, prefabs. Tile features is a script. Maze tile is a script and it uses standard plus curved. Maze tile is a script and it uses standard plus curved. Don't tell me it still has the old prefab in. That would be wrong. Oh! Look at this, we're not applying. Example tile. We're applying. Example tile object. We should also be applying. Good. Note that we apply this before we destroy it, which is rough. But for now we're good. Get component. Example material. And then we're going to do a color here for the example material in the end. But why does it not work here on the test guy? Because we did not grab it yet. We're just gonna grab it from a tile there. Maze tile, example tile is good. Material, example material, and then apply. Copy. Good. Example material, and this is the maze tile. And as we learned here, we can do a block property. Get component mesh material equals the material. Have we done this even? Child get component material example material. We done it? Did we? And this is for each child. Do we need to do this? Sure. Every time. Because these tile objects can have children, we're going to create things with this. Maze tile. Going to put it on for each child. In the maze. The example material, transform material, example material. Material mat, example material. Maybe not. Material mat, example material. Do this like that. It's a bit better, especially since we're going to give it a material property block. Copy. Paste. Set color, glossiness, and all that shenanigans. That is for the maze tile, except it should really be for the sample tile. Let's have the maze tile be simply this. And put this in the example tile. That's a bit more reasonable. Good. So that means the maze tile now has the standard material that the user defines with a cube there. And the example tile has something of its own. Good. What did we do and what errors does it throw? Example material does not exist in there 16. That's fine. Because this is from the object and we haven't defined it yet. Copy. Paste. Good, that is in. Good. Transformation renderer. Also we want to give it its own thing completely. Example tile object, example material, and here we're going to give it arrange again public. How's the glossiness here? 1. Range between 0 and 1. It's going to be a public float metal. And it's going to be a public float gloss. Good. And it's going to be a public color as well. Public. And that is easy. Whoops. Public color. Easy peasy. Copy. Paste. Metal. And gloss. Alright. Good, that is for the example tile, and for the example object we should have a similar thing actually. The maze tile is fine. Can leave it as is. The example that can be. Let's find out. Example tile, example material, bam. Give it a property block. Over here. Like there. Copy. Paste. There's the material. And we go and give it the mat. Alright. Let's see if it throws an error again. It does. Invalid token on line 8. Public color. What do we call this color? Color? I don't know. That is the dumbest thing. But let's do it. And what is the problem there? 16 invalid token. What? Why? Oh, because we have the same mistake. Again. That is fair. Oh. Good. Alright, let's see what happens. First of all, move this out of the way real quick. Then press play and see if something happens there or not. We don't know. Oh. Maximize. This is how we're looking now. Good. Of course, we don't have nothing for our thingy. So if we zoom out and there is a curved world, there's going to be a problem. Get the Z fighting. Something's going on. But what? What is going on? Let's not maximize. Let's look at the thing instead. So the cube is in and the example is in. It looks like the cube did not move, even though we have this all on. That's not cool at all. You can also give it its own color and its own gloss and metal. And the example material... Oh, what? Is going to be simply the example material that we have, the curved. Standard plus curved. But why was the cube not moving? And why don't we have in the oh, this is a maze tile script. It should not be here. Remove. Let's give it an example tile script. Here we have the same thing. So if this is going to be planes, let's make it green. Like that. No metal, no gloss. And the plane field should be like that. Alright. So why is it not moving around? What do we do? Example tile object. Also, will it change color? Let's find out. Play unfocused. Nope, it does not find its thing. Why? Standard plus curve, we don't have it defined, is the best guess, and it's a good guess. Alright. Let's look at it now. It overrides, it ignores the color. That's not cool. Material property block. We did previously make this work. Also, we can get rid of the damned headphones. Cannot hear myself talking. Good. And thinking. Material, example material. New material property block. Property block. Set property block. Did we really do this? Maybe we forgot. Yeah. And this is also wrong. Example tile. Needs to be the material. Just to get rid of the property block. Property block. Good. Do we have to set this even? For each child, we're gonna find out. For each child. That means also for these guys. But they have their own thing, don't they? Let's see. Good, we do have to set the block. That's a no-brainer. Good. And let's see if we give this a child, and we could. Let's duplicate the cube. Give it some children. Component. Create 3D object. A cylinder or a capsule. What is a cylinder again? Cylinder is good. Size super duper small. Say 001. 001. Can barely see the darn thing. And move it. We cannot see it. Let's give it a material. We can't, can we? Default material, let's say standard plus curve, just so that we see it. What the heck is it? Is it too small? I think it was a little bit too small. Alright, we can move it about. Why not? And let's see what happens to it then. Let's copy these. Bop, bop, bop. Give it 4 of them. And then we move the cylinders a different way. Just for fun. Oops. Just for funsies. See what's gonna happen. Alright. Good. See what's gonna happen with the materials. This is an example plane. Looking good. Let's press play. It's green, but the thingies are not. That means the material doesn't do anything. Good, so we do have a plane now. And how many cubes do we have here? The same amount. What is the chance to die? Is 30%. But somehow it does not move. And that's a bit rough. Because it should move. It should move. Example tile, transform get component. Example object. We're trying to do. Good. So this is getting the other material there, but it will not set the property to what it was before. Right. That's fair, let's leave it at that. Otherwise, if we don't destroy it, random position on tile. Position is a new vector. How is this not working? Local scale, random smaller. Let's give it a destroy chance of nothing. Destroy on chance, no. But this already did not destroy, and we already did not have a result. That's a bit rough. Oh, wait a minute, something happened. The first one changed. Rotation changed in the wrong direction. Position is on the y-axis wrong. It rotates on the x. Good. That it shouldn't. Otherwise it's fine. And the other guys did not do anything. They do have the same script though. They have a destroy on chance, they have a random chance. They refuse to change themselves. Why? Good question. So this is nice that this works. We just have to say up instead of right to pick the right axis. Good. Then the position changes and the random raise up is way too high. Random raise up. Oops. Let's give it just like that. Why does it not roll for these dudes? No destroy chance? Yes, destroy chance. It should roll for these dudes. Random size. Random smaller is 1. Maybe that's why? No. Random smaller. Are we using random smaller? Yep, transform local scale should be multiplied. Why is this not working? Oh! That's just a 1. This should have a random range. Copy. Also, I'm not sure about this vector up. 360, but it's fine. Random range. Between random smaller. Between 0 and random smaller. This should definitely make these thingies smaller now. They should also rotate. And they should have a chance to get destroyed. Good, and we have to do this on each and every one again, which we don't want. Let's delete. Delete. Delete and configure it once. Good. Destroy chance. Yes, it's going to be a very small chance to get destroyed. Random size, we're not using. Raise up between 0 and just a little bit. Random smaller between 0 and 1. It's going to be very small. Random bigger, we're not using. Example material is fine. It just looks terrible. Let's increase this. See how that looks. We could also play immediately. Good, and see if it gets destroyed or not. It got destroyed, a small chance, but it did get destroyed. Good, and there it did not get destroyed. But the problem is, it's not showing, man. Why are you not showing? Why are you so ugly? Because of the alpha? Is the alpha an issue? I don't know. Probably not. Don't think the alpha is an issue. But let's test it. Good. Man, it looks like crap. And it simply did not do anything. It is supposed to random everything. What is happening? Did random data store and chance. Random range. Transform local position. Why is this randoming not working? We suspect it has something to do with the random code. Because it's very inconsistent. We had 4 of these and it did work on one of them. So what's the deal there? Good. Let's see how many of 10 get destroyed. None of them. And none of them get rotated either. That's crazy pants. Only thing that works is the destruction there. For each chart and transform. Example tile object. Let's put this here. And reuse many times. Copy. Else. Random range. This now. Good. See if that works. Oh, that is so dumb because we want a new one here. Local position. But let's see if this changes anything or not. And the rotation, come on. This did work there for a second. What now? Expected something. Alright. Cannot implicit flow to int. Oh, sad face. Float. Maybe now. Still not. Float. And if this works now, then just have a problem there with the random math. We must do a system math or something. No? We don't want to do this in the first place. We want this to work. This is proper. Why is it not working? Doesn't throw an error. It's just being dense. Let's see if somebody else has the same problem. Unity random range not working. I think you're misunderstanding system collections. It says a competitor uses namespace. Yeah, using random unity. Expect defensive user random unity is only when you do different random namespaces. Some collections. Random int, random range. Random int. Does this help? I don't know, but we could try something. Maybe this helps out. We doubt it. So we have 10 cubes that need to be randomized. And they're not going to be randomized. Oh, this is so annoying. But we're going to look into it and we're going to fix it. For now, this is all for today. I'm going to be back tonight with a glitch man or something else. And I'm going to see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for chiming in. And until next time, have a good day and a good night.